How's everybody doing? Welcome back to Asshat Podcast on YouTube. Now, with these comic reviews, showcases, whatever you want to call them, I think I usually title them showcases. I'm trying to show off stuff I don't see people talking about much, stuff that it ain't probably worth a fortune, but it's not easy to find and you don't hear much talk about. And this is one of those you hear talk about, but how many people actually own Prez #1? It's got a 20-cent cover. This is from, when was it, like 73, if I'm remembering right? It ended up being a 4-issue series. Joe Simon and Jerry, I can't remember his name, did this. I grabbed this at a convention quite a few years ago. This one guy had a box full of, excuse me, I gotta get this comic out of here. Had a box full of, like, Bronze Age DC, just not superhero, hardly any superhero stuff, but like oddball stuff, like Prez and some horror titles and some war books, and he was selling them for half off what they graded for, 2/3 off, something like that. He just wanted to get rid of them. I didn't pay like a couple bucks for this, and it's not, I mean, it looks decent, but it's not perfect. Okay, so where's the, all right, this is talking about introduces you to the town of Steadfast. This is where Prez grew up. Prez Rickards, I think is his name. I don't know if they reveal his name in this issue or not. I just read this last night, and I ain't gonna remember. It's the first time I've actually read the entire thing. Okay, town's known for having all these clocks. None of the clocks are set to the same time, so shit's always off. So, there we go. Joe Simon and Jerry Grandinetti. Prez is a racer. They end up getting the voting age changed to 18. In 73, no, you could not vote at 18 and 73. That wasn't until what? The late 70s? By the time I turned 18, you could vote. Well, he ends up running for Congress. And I'm sorry, he's fixing the clock. So we get introduced to the boss of Slum City, who is this guy right here that's just pimp slapping somebody out the window. That's Boss Smiley, the smiley face. And they don't really ever mention in this issue that I remember. They don't point out that he's got this weird smiley face. This has this weird like Mad Magazine style odd humor to this. If they're going to meet this guy who lives on this, here we go. That's Pollution Cove, Misery's private harbor. Misery thinks best when he's unhappy. He's a true genius. This guy lives out in like this fucking nasty ass place so he can think better. And they plan how to get Prez elected president. They're going to control it. So all this different shit is. And he starts working with Prez, takes him under his shoulder. And then we got Eagle Free. And this is when they're going through the woods, driving along. This asshole, Boss Smiley, throws out a cigar, sets the woods on fire a little bit, and Eagle Free. Because all these animals have been hurt by the destruction of the forest. Stops the fire. They introduce Eagle Free. He ends up becoming a major character because he's, I want to say like the 3rd issue of the series is actually based around him. And then Prez ends up getting talked into blowing up this dam that causes the animals to attack. Got all this going on, and he does not realize yet what's actually going on until he ends up in Eagle Free's hideaway. Eagle Free explains everything to him, and he teaches him how to become like Eagle Free's kind of like what is the character's name? He showed up in Captain America, I think he might have been called American Eagle. It was a Native American First Nations character, superhero, and that's what he's like peak condition like Cap. That's what Eagle Free is. He just don't have a costume. Because, I mean, it is Joe Simon. Joe Simon's a superhero guy. He's got superhero-ish stuff in here. That's what I mean. That's why you got Boss Smiley like this. Well, all this shit goes on. Prez ends up becoming actual president. And then we end it with him becoming part of history. Let's see here. Eagle Free is the FBI chief. And then he goes, and you as my vice president. He's in shadow. Then we get a little bit of metatextual stuff here. We've heard of that conspiracy, and we know that it's connected with a plot so ingenious, so sinister, that it could destroy the world. It is unprecedented, Mr. President, but we, you and I, must go out into the night to challenge these forces. Talk about history. The next issue will be more exciting than anything ever recorded. You mean the next history book? Prez asked. I mean the next issue of this comic, Mr. President. Just call me Prez, by the way. I bet the reader can't guess who my vice president is, and the end. Just a quirky-ass, fun little comic. I'm so glad I got this. And I gotta get the rest of the issue. I have read this issue, and there's a later issue I've read. But that was a scan. But that's Prez #1. Like I said, hell, I posted it on Facebook months back. I posted a picture of this cover and just said, don't blame me, I voted for Prez. But if you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, all the other bullshit. Talk to everybody later. Bye-bye.